T&D Sports, an exclusive video broadcast.
Welcome to Ward Melville High School, home of the Patriots here in East Setauket. It's the season opener, and what an opener it is. Number 3, Longwood, and number 2, Ward Melville. Hi, I'm Greg Sarah of Newsday Sports, alongside Jared Veluzzi of Newsday Sports. That sounds good, doesn't it?
It does.
It does. What a team. And Jared, what a way to kick off the 2025 season. Ward Melville and Longwood, 2 rivals in Suffolk Division 1. What do you think?
Yeah, we couldn't ask for a better matchup, right? I mean, both these teams had this circled on their calendar once the schedules came out, and it's a semifinal rematch. I mean, this one, it's bound to be special.
Yeah, this promises to be a great football game. What a way to open up 2025. The National Football Foundation Kickoff Classic. We'll be right back.
Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe, leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better faster. Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better faster. Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe, leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better faster.
Greg Sarah of Newsday Sports with Ray Nelson of Orlin Cohen, the presenting sponsor of tonight's Kickoff Classic. And what a game, Longwood, Ward Melville, huh?
Yeah, right. Eights. They don't call it a classic for nothing.
So, Ray, you guys have been a title sponsor for high school athletics for a long time. Why so involved?
We like giving back. And obviously our chosen profession is involved with sports.
So I look at Orlin Cohen across the board. You have trainers at every football game. You have your doctors at games. You also have recovery. Could you tell us about a couple of the programs that Orlin Cohen presents to high school athletes?
We do screening of what might be injuries but might not be injuries when the kid doesn't really know. We do recovery, which is an enhanced way for kids to feel better faster. And there's no simpler way to describe that, Greg. You've experienced it yourself. It feels good Monday.
Ray Nelson, National Football Foundation member. Greg Sarah, Newsday Sports. We are ready for some football, guys.
Longwood, Ward Melville, and this matchup right here, as I mentioned before, both teams had this circled on their calendar, and what's unique about this, it's 2 different brands of football. We'll start off with the visitors at Longwood, and they play some old school ball over there, a lot of ground and pound, and I talked to Coach Kluber during the week. Like always, Longwood wants to own the trenches. Last season when they played against Ward Melville, they fell a little bit short in the semifinals, as it was the Patriots advancing to the county championship. And I talked to Coach Boltrick during the week, and this Ward Melville squad, they return a ton of talent. Hudson Philbrick, the quarterback, he loves to throw the ball all over the field, a lot of speed everywhere. So, a big offense when it comes to passing, going against a Longwood team that loves to pound the ball up the middle. This one should be fun. It's Longwood, it's Ward Melville coming up on T&D Sports.
All right, Coach, let's start with the off-season and what has been your main focus of preparation leading up to Friday night's opener against Ward Melville.
So we're a really young team. I think the focus this offseason has been fundamentals. We want to make sure that regardless of who's on the field, we're playing good football, we're blocking, running, tackling appropriately. We want to see kids develop, get stronger. We're in the weight room a lot, 3-4 days a week. A lot of our younger guys getting very strong. So an emphasis, especially losing all of those returners, right, was getting these younger guys up to par with what our standard here is at Longwood about that.
Gotcha. Now, in terms of this season, what are your goals for the team, and how do you see this group different from last year?
So I think the goal remains the same. I think Longwood High School, we want to play at a county championship, play for a county championship #1, and ultimately win the whole thing. That's definitely the goal every year. It's one of the harder things to do. There's only 4 champions every year, but that's definitely our goal. This group is a little bit different than the group the year before. They're learning our system. They're young. We're going to play a lot of sophomores, but there's a lot of talent on the field. So I think, one of the big pushes is how fast can we grow up? How fast can we learn our system and compete for that county title?
So in terms of looking at Friday's opponent, what challenges do you expect, and what do you want to see most from the team beyond just the school?
I think it's a tale of two teams. I think you're going to see a Melville team that is very experienced. Obviously had a couple battles with them last year. They're well coached, program really on the up. But I think you're going to see a team that has already had those experiences and those reps. And you're going to see a team in ours that might be just as talented, but we're not quite as experienced yet. So hopefully we can learn that quick on Friday night, and we expect it to be a great game.
Lastly, Coach, just talk a little bit about building your team chemistry and what the community here at Longwood, meaning parents, alumni, the Booster Club, what role do they play in supporting your program?
So alumni are everything here. I'm a Longwood football alumni, class of 2006. Each one of my varsity coaches are Longwood football alumni. We pride ourselves on that. We're never going to ask the kids to do something that we've never done ourselves. We're not here just to coach football. We want to coach 90 football. Our alumni are present. They're all throughout this building. A lot of the teachers. We couldn't have a more supportive community. Our superintendent, our principal, our athletic director, everyone seems to be behind us. So it's a great place to play, and I think the kids really enjoy it.
All right, Coach, thank you. Good luck on Friday.
Thank you so much.
What's been the main focus of your preparation leading up to this first game Friday night?
We have a lot of kids back from last year, which we were very happy about, but we need to refine a lot of those skills and get them ready for a really tough opponent week 1. Knowing full well that the last time we saw Longwood was in the semifinal game. These guys know that Longwood's going to come in with a chip on their shoulder, and they got to be ready to match that intensity.
That's great. Now, every season obviously brings a fresh start. What goals have you and the team set for this year, and how do you see this group as different from last year's team?
Well, I think, it's different in that, like I said, we brought a lot of kids back, so it's more of a veteran squad, even though our numbers are a little bit smaller overall. But for us, the goal is a county championship. I think that's where our program is at this point. Every year we're competing in and around the county championship, whether we're in the game or not, but we're at that level, I think.
Gotcha. Now, looking at Longwood coming up on Friday, what challenges do you expect, and what do you want to see most from the team in this first game?
I want to see them come out fired up to play football right off the bat. There's been times where we're slow to start, and against a team like Longwood, again, especially considering the history of last year, that's not going to work. So these guys got to come out firing on all cylinders, ready to play a really good, tough-nosed football team like Longwood.
Gotcha. And again, last question, just Outside of wins and losses, I mean, what's your position on building team chemistry, and what role does everyone in your community play, particularly, parents, alumni, and the community in terms of supporting the Ward Melville program?
Yeah, that's been a big focus of mine for the past decade or so that I've been, as the head coach, was building more of a community feel for football around here. And it's slowly but surely it's kind of crept up and starting to pay dividends. We have a small group this year, I think, because of COVID, but JV had 55 kids on it this season. Our PAL has 2 teams for every grade, and I think the community is really starting to embrace it.
Well, Coach, thank you so much, and good luck on Friday night.
Yeah, thanks.
Greg Sarah back at Ward Melville High School here in East Setauket with Jared Veluzzi. And Jared, first things first, Longwood comes out pretty impressive. 57 players on the roster. They look strong. They're loud. Let's see if they can play football, right? I mean, Ward Melville's only got about 33 guys on the roster. I mean, it doesn't matter. You can only put 11 on the field at a time, right? But we're going to take a look at the rosters in just a second. And, first thoughts on Longwood. What do you see other than a million guys? I mean, they've done a great job over there keeping that program, fired up.
Yeah, very strong program. The culture they have there is phenomenal. But one of the main things with this Longwood squad that I think a lot of people have to realize is they have a lot of sophomores on this team, and they're also starting a bunch of underclassmen, which is going to be very interesting. And, of course, one of the big names, Ryan Green, the starting quarterback, just in the class of 2028. He's also joined by Mark Davis, who's another sophomore at the running back spot. And that Longwood loves to run the football. And also some of the big fellas up front, some young guys. But they also bring back a lot of senior experience, guys that know how to win. Caden Reed, one of the very best athletes on all of Long Island. He won the Suffolk County Defensive Back of the Year last season. He's a special player. And, Longwood, some great senior talent. And it's going to be interesting because they're going against a Ward Melville team that returns a lot as well.
Yeah, Caden Reed won the Tom Cassis Award as the top defensive back in Suffolk County. A special player is also going to play offense tonight. So we'll see what kind of skills he has on the offensive side. And right now we see Ward Melville walking in, and they're going to come through the Military Appreciation banner. Tonight is Military Appreciation Night here in East Setauket. And the Patriots ready to open up the 2025 season, Jared, and here they come. Right now, everybody getting ready with their cameras, and they're fired up. They think they can win this whole thing this year. They think they can take out the big boys from Longwood and from Floyd. Yeah, the energy right now, I can feel it. It's going through the roof. Military Appreciation Night. This whole community is pumped. Stands are starting to pack. Man, high school football's back. It's Friday Night Lights. A perfect night for football. 70 degrees, slight breeze. I mean, this is what you want. You want gorgeous weather, 2 great football teams, well coached from 2 passionate communities, and the Patriots ready to rock and roll right here. When you look at that roster and you looked at Caden Reed, you also see Keon Sawari, the running back. Yeah. He's junior. Slippery, gives defenders issues. And here come the Patriots. And they got quite a few good players on that team too. Oh yeah. Come out the American flag and to the applause of the home crowd. Beautiful night, grass field. I love the grass field. Great shape. Both teams get ready to do battle here in Suffolk Division I. Tough schedule opening the season for Longwood on the road with a young squad, but they're always ready. I'm expecting them to give Ward Melville everything they can handle. And then we check out the Ward Melville roster. Like we said, a little significantly smaller than Longwood. And what jumps out at you when you look at this roster? I'm going to tell you Hudson Philbrick, the quarterback, number 3. He's one of the top quarterbacks on Long Island. And I'll let you take it from there. Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, Hudson Philbrick, last season as a sophomore, really jumped out onto the scene. He made so many impressive throws. He was one of the big reasons why Ward Melville took down eventual county champs William Floyd during the regular season. And running back Joey Benedetto was a huge factor in Ward Melville's semifinal victory over this Longwood team. He ran for over 180 yards against Longwood, was a real difference maker. And they just have speed everywhere. This is going to be a really fun matchup. They have a 3-headed monster, Philbrick throwing the ball over the field, Joey Benedetto with the running game, and then Joey Karpowitz, an outstanding wide receiver who we think is going to have an outstanding year on both sides of the football. Yeah, Karpowitz is a stud. Watch out for that offensive line here at Ward Melville, led by Quinn Kurtz and others, as we take a moment for our national anthem.
Thank you. And now, please remain standing as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Just an outstanding job here in East Setauket as we get ready to roll. Longwood and Ward Melville ready to kick it off. Suffolk Division 1, two very different styles, Jared. One team likes to spread the field and air it out. They like to throw as much as they like to run in Ward Melville. Longwood likes to pound it down the field, control the line, and make a statement up front. What are you looking for in this game?
Yeah, I think it's going to be really interesting on how Ward Melville responds to this Longwood physicality, so early into the season. Ward Melville, they don't have a ton of guys, and they lost some of their linemen. We talk about how much they return. They return a lot of skill guys, but when you lose Brennan Kurtz and you lose some of those senior linemen from last year, let's see how they handle those big Longwood guys up front.
Jared, as we see them walking out, some of the veterans, you see a couple of them walking out there with their young sons, their wives, some of their husbands. Just outstanding appreciation day here in the community, the Ward Melville community. We'll just take a minute and just take it all in. A special night, opening the 2025 high school football season.
Keeping with tradition, Owen will be Ward Melville class of 2038. Like many in the wake of 9/11,
I love it. The little guy out there is going to be the class of 2038 for the coin toss.
He is.
It's outstanding.
Yeah, it's great that they're honoring everyone. And I mean, more people just keep filing in here, and captains getting ready.
Come out and say hello, handshake, sportsmanship.
He then deployed again to Helmand Province in Afghanistan as an infantry squad leader. After over 5 years of military service and 2 deployments, Mr. Salini settled back down in the community he grew up in and joined the FDNY.
Owen's going to make the coin toss. I love it. There we go.
Let's have a warm Patriot welcome and a round of applause.
Ward Melville wins the coin toss. They'll receive. And let's see which end of the field Longwood will defend. Longwood will defend the south end zone as we get started for the opening kickoff here. Ward Melville and Longwood ready to roll. When we come back, the opening kickoff to 2025.
Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe, leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better, faster.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Greg Sarah, Jared Veluzzi back in East Setauket at Ward Melville High School, ready for the opening kickoff. Longwood will kick from our right to left, south to north. See, tediously sets the kick up. And that would be the kicker, number 15, Aiden Missing. And he didn't like that placement. He's going to do it again. Wants it to be perfect. And it fell again. Opening game jitters, right?
Yeah, I mean,
make
you can't.
that perfect.
100%.
There we go. All right. A little bit of a fake attempt now to split it out. Traditional kickoff here in high school football. Aiden Missing, ready to get it going. Here we go. Kickoff till around the 20-yard line. Joey Karpowitz will take it out about 10 yards to the 31-yard line, where Ward Melville will go 1st and 10. And how do they open it up, Jared? What do you think?
I'm excited to see it. You know, when I talked with Coach Boltrick before the game, one of the keys for Ward Melville in this one, of course, everyone loves to talk about Hudson Philbrick and how they can pass the ball very well. Establishing the run is going to be very, very key for Ward Melville. We'll see if they start off with that, but hey, they have the receivers to sling it. So we'll see what Ward Melville has in store here for the opening possession.
1st and 10, Patriots.
Hudson Philbrick at quarterback for the Patriots. 3 wide. 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. Ward Melville. First play, he's going to take quarterback keep up the middle. Nice run, bounces it outside, and he's going to take it down the sideline. It's a big run for Ward Melville. Hudson Philbrick, 1st down.
Man, what a way to start off the season, as they actually elected with Joe Benedetto taking the carry, and the speed Benedetto has is special. He ends up breaking multiple tackles, and how about that Ward Melville front blocking for him? What a start for the Patriots.
Yeah, they switched it up, and again, they'll have him back again. Back to quarterback.
22.
Interesting run again. Benedetto up the middle for another big run. I apologize. They faked me out on the first play. Philbrick was not back at quarterback. You picked that up. A little bit of a different look right now. Instead of going with the passing game, they're going to run the football. Another 1st down for Benedetto. Just chews up big yardage. They'll take it 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Yeah, they faked me out as well, and they're establishing the run like Boltrick said.
Again, winning the war up front, and there goes Benedetto, another 1st down. Just slicing and dicing up the middle. That offensive line's getting a big push right in the middle. And it looks like 56 Anthony Fartallone with a big block. And we have a penalty on the play. It looks like a procedure on Ward Melville. They'll move it back 5 yards and go 1st and 15 from the 14-yard line. They'll move it back to the 19-yard line. It'll be 1st down, a little bit inside the 19, maybe at the 18. It'll be 1st down and 15 yards. Again, Benedetto at quarterback. A little bit of a change of pace here. He's joined in the backfield now by Hudson Philbrick, who now takes over at quarterback. Benedetto splits to the right side and gets an inside handoff. And he's going to be taken down for a gain of about 2 by Caleb Munoz. Good pursuit by the Longwood secondary to shut down that outside run. It'll bring that 2nd down and 13 for Ward Melville.
Yeah, it was a good response by Longwood. After giving up a couple of runs, they're able to close off the outside, get a tackle there. But for Ward Melville right now, gotta love what the offensive line's been doing, paving holes.
Trips right, and they get the defense to jump. We'll see. Offside on the defense, will get the 5 yards back. It'll be 2nd down and about 8. You looking for a pass here? First pass of the season?
Maybe, but Ward Melville might just go with something that has it. Yeah, if it's not broke.
Trips right with Jesse Spronk, Angelo Sorbera, and Jogliano Alcindor on the right. Trips right. Benedetto in the backfield with Philbrick. Single set. He'll go to his left. Philbrick calling signals. Handoff up the middle. And he's met pretty much at the line of scrimmage. Drives forward for about 4 yards. Tackle made on the play by Craig Hardy.
Yeah, Greg, and Hardy's a guy that's going to be one of the heart and souls for this Longwood defense. And you take a look here, Longwood able to get there, and it's Hardy with a tough hit on the runner. You can't draw it up better.
3rd down and 3. Ball's at the 7-yard line of Longwood. Inside handoff to Benedetto. He's going to cruise into the end zone. Touchdown, Ward Melville. First score of the year. Man, that drive was dominated by that Ward Melville front.
Yeah, how about that Melville offensive line making life easy for 22. Benedetto gets into the end zone, and they wanted to establish the run. They did exactly that. We take another look, and some incredible blocking upfield. You give Benedetto that room, he is going to capitalize. Ward Melville strikes first, and some credit on the offensive line. Will Killigrew with some fantastic blocking up front right there for the Patriots.
7-yard touchdown run for Joe Benedetto. He scores up the middle on to kick for Ward Melville, and it looks like it's good. The umpire in the back, I wasn't sure if he was convinced that that kick was good. And these numbers aren't possible, Jared. I will admit that. His Ward Melville jerseys at twilight are tough to see. Our kicker tonight, he just won't give us any help. He didn't turn around and give us a look. It looks like it's number 88. We need to have a discussion.
It's gonna be Ethan Jargo. It's gonna be Ethan Jargo. It took me a minute as well, but yeah, it's gonna be Jargo kicking for Ward Melville, doing having all those duties there for them this evening. But you know, we get to see this Longwood offense, and trailing 7-0, they're gonna have something to prove.
Jargo's also the punter on the team. He'll be doing both kicking duties. As Ward Melville opens the season on an 8-play, 69-yard touchdown drive, capped by a Joe Benedetto 7-yard touchdown run and an Ethan Jargo kick. Were you surprised?
Greg, I don't think we saw a pass.
We did not see a pass.
I don't think we saw one, which if you told me they're going 8 plays, 69 yards, all runs for a quick touchdown, I would have been a little surprised.
Well, this was exactly what they didn't want. Longwood wanted to dominate on the lines. Longwood wanted to establish that line dominance. And obviously, in that first drive, they didn't get to do that. Let's see how they do on offense.
Yeah, they're going to look for a big-time response here. And for Longwood, they have athletes all over the place, and especially a bunch of size up front, but a lot of new faces offensively. So their first varsity possession, and how about the crowd they're doing it in front of tonight?
Yeah, it's huge. Jargo with the kickoff, taking it around the 15-yard line. Jumps in the middle, gets tackled. There's a scrum at the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at around the 26. The return by number 7, Mark Davis. And that's where Longwood will take over, Jared. They'll take over at around the 26-yard line. 1st and 10.
And this is a guy we talked about before in the broadcast, but if you're just joining us, Caden Reed, one of the most electric athletes on all of Long Island, known for a lot of what he does defensively, but he's going to play a big role on offense this upcoming season, along with a lot of young talent here for Longwood, and they're going in that I formation right off the bat.
Inside handoff. They're going to test him right away. Quarterback Ryan Green with the handoff up the middle. It'll be for no gain. That Ward Melville front looks pretty tough. 2nd down and a long 9. Longwood trying to test the middle of that Ward Melville defense.
Yeah, and Ward Melville, you know, they're not the biggest up front, but they certainly have a lot of very physical guys. Anthony Fartallone gets it done on both sides of the ball. He's a fantastic nose tackle, team captain. He's going to be a real player to watch here for the Patriots.
toss coming left. Nice run, gets it out to about the 33-yard line. A nice run by Kiyan Sawari. Big block on the outside by, it looked like Caden Reed was down on the outside, but nice work right here. They come out. Lead block by number 21, Craig Hardy. And just a really good run, tackle made in the secondary. After a gain of, I'd say, 7 yards, it'll be 3rd and long 2. And that looked good. That looked like exactly what Longwood was trying to do. Coach Sean Kluber was saying, we have to dominate up front. If we don't win the war up front, we can't win these football games. The fullback is Craig Hardy, joined in the backfield by Giovanni Johnson. There's a play-action pass. He's rolling right, throws downfield. Nice catch. Caught on the play by Caden Reed on a crossing pattern. A pickup of about 14 yards out to the 49-yard line to be 1st and 10, Longwood. Really nicely done play. Inside fake. Rolls right. Nice throw on the run. Good arm strength and just a tremendous catch. For the big first down, Caden Reed already showing what an athlete he is on the offensive side.
Yeah, that was a great grab from Reed, and gotta love the play call too. A little play action, get Ryan Green his first varsity completion as he makes a tremendous throw on the run.
We talked about it earlier, and he busted loose down the middle of the field, and that's going to be Kiyan Sawari, touchdown. Longwood responds immediately. What a run.
And Longwood has the ability to break these type of plays, especially Kiyan Sawari, the junior, with a long run for the Lions, and that's how you respond after giving up a touchdown. We'll take another look at it here, and what vision navigating right off the line of scrimmage. A tremendous block for Longwood, and Sawari gone.
Ayari Graham with the huge block inside to clear a path for Sawari, and he sprinted down the middle of the field for the touchdown. Outstanding run, 51 yards for the score. Ryan Green calls his team back in. They're going to set up for the kick. Extra point attempt by Cameron Clemens, the kicker.
And Greg, while we wait, you mentioned Ayari Graham with that block. Coach Kluber had one of my favorite quotes about Ayari Graham that I possibly could have heard. He said, he's a young player, a lot of potential, and he moves like a dancing bear because of how physical he is and how great his footwork is, and he makes a huge block, igniting that Sawari touchdown.
That's an impressive drive, Jared. 5 plays, 77 yards, capped by a 51-yard touchdown run by Kiyan Sawari, and now the kick. And our officials tell us it's good. 7-7. A lot of fireworks in the first 5.5 minutes, 4.5 minutes of this game. I mean, are we going to have a track meet?
Man, maybe. With how these two teams are running the football, we'll find out and see.
We'll be right back here in Ward Melville High School. Greg Sarah and Jared Veluzzi.
Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better, faster. Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the
Longwood set to kick off. We're tied at 7, just 4:29 into the first quarter here in Suffolk Division 1. Longwood responding to the Ward Melville opening touchdown, and we are tied. Kickoff inside, and he's down the sideline, and he could go all the way. That's going to be a touchdown. Joey Kopperwitz, 82 yards.
How about it? Joey Karpowicz. We praised his ability on defense, offense. How about returning kicks, too? Greg, man, talk about some fireworks to open this thing up. Karpowicz gets in on the fun, and we're going to have another look at it here. I mean, look at the speed from Karpowicz. He gets some great blocks, but when number 11 gets going, there is no stopping him.
He bounces it outside, and no one will catch him. Karpowicz taking it to the house. Touchdown, Ward Melville. What do we say about a track meet?
I think that was a pretty good prediction for what you had right there.
Wow.
Man.
We have 3 touchdowns, and we've only seen 1 pass.
Yeah, the athleticism on both teams, man, it's been phenomenal so far.
Ethan Jargo nails the upright, but it deflects in. A little bit of a horseshoe situation. He got lucky.
Yeah, I was going to say, it was tipped. It was deflected.
We'll be back. Greg Sarah, Newsday Sports. It's 14-7. Ward Melville.
What is your, how does it feel finally to have opening night here on Friday? And what's going through your mind as you get ready to take this in?
I've been ready this whole summer. I've been ready, waiting for this game. I've been waiting for opening weeks since last November. So just ready to go. Been excited, and just ready to go.
From a preparation standpoint, what has your team worked on most this off season to get you ready for the opener against Ward Melville?
We have a lot of new faces in the program, and we're just trying to get everybody up to speed. And I feel like we've done a good job. I'm ready to see the result on Friday.
Team chemistry, from that standpoint, who's really stepped up this off season and into the preseason as a leader, and how has that helped bring everyone together leading into the first week of the season?
Yeah, we got a lot of young guys. As captain, I'm the captain, so I try to nurture everybody. I'm as an older guy, but a lot of younger guys have stepped up. A lot of the offensive linemen, the younger offensive linemen have stepped up, and I'm excited to see what they did.
From a personal standpoint, what do you want to contribute most to your team on Friday to help you get off to a good start with the season?
Yeah, I just got to do my job. Linebacker, I'm coming back. From last year, I had a decent season. Trying to add on to that to this year, and just want to see the result.
Okay, all right, Craig. Good luck on Friday.
Yeah, thank you.
Greg Sarah, Jared Veluzzi back at Ward Melville High School. The Patriots lead 14-7 over Longwood. Ethan Jargo to kick off. High end-over-end kick, taking that around the 8-yard line. And that looks like it was Caden Reed on the return. He'll take it out to around the 27-yard line where Longwood will go 1st and 10. And there's been a lot of action in the first few minutes of this Suffolk Division I showdown. This, for the first game of the year, this is a great matchup. If this can't get you pumped, nothing can.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I mean, both teams, when they saw this matchup, just had to be so fired up, and they've been seeing each other a lot in, obviously in division play, but the county championship in 2022, semifinals last year, and now you're opening up the season. Oh man, this is great, but Ward Melville, 2 quick strikes. Let's see what Longwood's got.
Ryan Green brings them up to the line of scrimmage. He goes toss left. And a nice play on defense. And it looked like it was number 22, Joey Benedetto, on the tackle on Kion Sawari. We'll take another look at it. Toss a little high. He corrals the football. And Sawari gets 3 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Nice swarming defense by Ward Melville. Sawari, a Newsday top 100 player, has already shown us why.
Yeah.
With a long 51-yard touchdown run on the first possession for the Lions. That'll bring up 2nd down and 7 from the 31-yard line. Ryan Green, who's going under center, looks like he's in shotgun here. And he's back to pass. He's going to get swallowed up. First sack of the season for Ward Melville. And it looks like they'll go to number 56, Anthony Fartalone. Just a miscommunication up front. Fartalone barges his way through, gets through the block and into the backfield, and a nice job. He gets a little bit of help there as they wrap him up for the sack.
And Fartalone's got to be so excited because he's a guy last season, had a great year, but he broke his leg in the first round of the playoffs. Didn't get to go against Longwood in the postseason, didn't play in the county championship. Now Fartallone is back, and he gets a huge sack for that Ward Melville defense.
Gary, there was a penalty on the play, a holding call against the Longwood offense. Penalty was declined. It'll be third down and 7. Ryan Green setting the offense, twins to his left. And he's looking left and going down the middle of the field behind the intended receiver, number 3, Caden Reed. That'll bring a 4th and 7 for Longwood. And they'll have our first punt of the game. So we should see our kicker, Cameron Clemens from Longwood, out to punt. Number 47, and there he is. Making sure he's got the right amount of people on the field. Nice job. Gunners out to the left and right. Our first punt of the season. Back the dangerous Joey Karpowitz, just beyond midfield. A short kick. Karpowitz calls for the fair catch at midfield. That's where Ward Melville will take it. 1st and 10 at midfield. You know, Jared, it's that kind of thing right there that takes the momentum away from Longwood as we had back and back, back and forth, where one team scores, the other team scores. Now Ward Melville has a chance to take a 2-touchdown lead.
Yeah, I mean, Melville's defense coming up big there. Quick 3 and out. Now they have solid field position. You're at midfield, and you get that incredible offense back on the field.
Not the field position matters right now in the first quarter, right? Because we've seen so many great plays.
Yeah.
1st and 10. Motion left. 4 receivers to the left. Empty backfield. I'm not going to get caught again. Is that Philbrick in the backfield? I think it is. This could be a pass play. First pass of the year for Philbrick. Nope, it's another run up the middle, and this time it's Philbrick. He loses his helmet. By high school rule, he'll have to go out for a play. That's an automatic, as he'll come jogging off the field. A run of about 6 yards will bring up 2nd down and 4. What's your guess? Joey Benedetto go to the backfield, Wildcat?
It looked like they were putting in, backup quarterback in the game, but my guess would be the handoff to Joe Benedetto here. But how about Philbrick on that carry before, getting some yards?
Yeah, he's tough. Big kid. Inside handoff, going left. Angelo Sorbera cutting it upfield. He'll gain around 3 yards. It'll bring up a 3rd and a long 3. Just an inside give. Safe play. Nice blocking downfield. Look who's out in front of the block. Joey Benedetto. Shocking.
Yep, he's all over the field. Great tackle, though, by Ed Principal of Longwood, using that length, all 6'4" of them getting to the ball carrier.
Big stop here for the Longwood defense. 3rd down and 3. They could use a big stop. Inside handoff. They're not going to get it. Benedetto up the middle for 6 yards. And they're just gashing the middle of that defense. The offensive line is getting a good push, and they're moving people downfield.
That's enough for a Patriots first down.
Yeah, they're getting a very good push up front. Benedetto taking advantage of it. Great tackle by Marco Tricarico, because if Benedetto breaks that one, he could have went a very long way. But nevertheless, Ward Melville moving the rock right now.
1st down and 10 at the 38-yard line. Philbrick back at quarterback. Rough snap. He picks it up, gets out of the way of a potential sack, takes it upfield, and turns a nothing and a potential disaster into a 3 or 4 yard gain. Good athleticism by Hudson Philbrick, and the snap just got past him left side. Looks like a ground ball. Quarterback's a nightmare. Presence of mind to pick it up, see what's happening, where everybody is, and then just take it up the middle and get back to at least the line of scrimmage. He picked up a few yards. Nice tackle on the play by number 40, Marco Tricarico. Looks like we had a penalty on the play. I guess it was a hold. I thought I saw a hold in the backfield when he picked up the errant snap, and that may be what they called. That's going to bring the ball all the way back to the 48-yard line, where it'll be first down and a very long 20. First and 10 for the Patriots. 3:50, 3:44 on our clock remaining here in the first quarter. Inside give to Benedetto, and he's swallowed up by the defense. Nice job by the Lions. That'll be a pick, no gain. First in on the tackle was number 58, Tyler Lorenzen. Second down. And 20, I don't think he got anything on that, Jared. Do you think they go to the pass?
Yeah, I think they got to. And, great tackle by Tyler Lorenzen. Throwback kind of player. He plays center. He plays linebacker. Great tackle from him. And now for Ward Melville, looking like they most likely have to air it out here unless if they go something short and try to get Benedetto in space.
The dangerous Kopowitz split out to the left. Trips to the right. Single back in the backfield. Philbrick on a toss right. And that'll be Benedetto. He gets a big block downfield. And a big run from the 48 to the 36-yard line to pick up a 12. And let's see where the big block comes here. You have, they pull the guard. Oh, big block in the middle of the field.
Yep.
And another big block. And that just frees them up. Coaches are going to like to see that on film.
Yeah, so impressive.
Third down and 9 from the 37. Ward Melville working from left to right against the Longwood defense, trying to stop this Ward Melville offense. Philbrick back to pass. He's looking downfield a lot of time, and he's going deep. And it's a jump ball and incomplete. Nice defensive coverage. Longwood, Micah Laney. Nice play, deep ball, what a throw. Brings up 4th and 9 at the 37-yard line. Great coverage down the field, just a fly pattern. He's got all day to throw. Good job by the offensive line, and he lets it rip. Both players go up for it, and Laney does a nice job knocking the ball away. Like you said, Longwood is loaded with great athletes.
Yeah, Laney has track speed, and Coach Kluber mentioned how important he'll be to limiting the big play. He does exactly that there.
Philbrick back to pass again, going deep. Nice throw into the end zone, just a little long. Excellent coverage again, this time by Mark Davis. Nice throw on 4th and 7, just a little too deep, and great coverage on the play. Man coverage here, they love their athletes. Covered down the field, it looks like by number 7, Mark Davis, right? Yes, got that right. Just a little long. Nice diving attempt by Giovanni Johnson, but it turns it over on downs, and Longwood will take over at their own 37-yard line, going right to left. They trail Ward Melville 14-7. If you've just joined us, this game started with all sorts of fireworks. Ward Melville scored on a 69-yard drive. Longwood came right back, 77-yard drive, and then Ward Melville took the lead on a Joey Kopowitz kickoff return for a touchdown. Handoff over the right side, and a big run. Kion Sawari for 10 yards and a first down, or are they just short? It looks like from here, a first down. These 64-year-old guys still got it, Jared. They got a first down.
They're moving the chains.
They didn't have to measure and waste our time. Come on, man. That was a 10-yard run. You can see it from here, 100 yards away. First down for Longwood. Ryan Green operating an offense that's having a lot of success running the football at the 47-yard line. Play action pass rolling right. He's got some time. Nice throw, but it's picked. Nice job on the sideline. Intercepted. Jumped our route. Outstanding interception by Jesse Spronk as we see the play. Green rolling right side. He's got plenty of time. Throws on the run. He's looking on the sideline. Spronk jumps the route. The ball was intended for Giovanni Johnson. And that turnover will give Ward Melville the football at their own 48-yard line.
Yeah, and that's the speed Jesse Sprong brings to this Ward Melville secondary. He's one of the fastest players on this team, and he does an excellent job jumping that route like you mentioned, and a huge play for this Melville defense to get their back on the field.
1:14 left in the first quarter. Greg Sarah, Jared Veluzzi coming to you from Ward Melville High School in East Setauket. Ward Melville with trips right. And they're going to continue to pound the middle of the field. This is Hudson Philbrick. And he'll run for about 14 yards and another first down. They just must have seen something on film that they thought they could exploit the middle of that defense. These are just straight ahead runs. Just find the lane, get into that second level, and get yourself some yardage. A nice run by Hudson Philbrick.
Dan Philbrick. Already, it's only the first quarter. You could tell he kind of took that leap from his sophomore to junior year athletically, moving much faster and more efficiently, and he gets a big carry there.
First down and 10 from the 37-yard line, possibly 38-yard line of Longwood. Trips right. Philbrick alone in the backfield, calling signals, and he's going to run up the middle again. Another big run by Hudson Philbrick. Picks up about 7, 8 yards. And Jared, are you surprised at this offensive philosophy tonight? I mean, I am. They're not spreading the field. They're going right at them up front.
Yeah, because when you look at this Ward Melville offense on paper, right, you have Joey Karpwicks, you have Angelo Sorbera, Jesse Sprong, Joey Benedetto. Those are all very fast players. You could definitely spread the field against these Division I teams, but they're running straight ahead, and it has been working.
Philbrick ran for 175 yards all of last year. So this is a bit of a surprise. He was not a running quarterback as a sophomore, but he's put on some nice size. He's gotten much faster, and that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. Greg Sarah, Jared Veluzzi here at Ward Melville High School. It's a great game. Ward Melville 14, Longwood 7. We'll be back.
What's going through your mind as you prepare to take the field on Friday night against a really tough opponent in Longwood?
Just looking forward to being back, out on the field, in front of our home crowd, coming out strong, setting the tone for the season, really want to fly around as a defense, and we're just looking to set a tone for the whole season here.
Now, in terms of your team's preparation, what would you say has been the one thing that's been most emphasized by the coaches and the team getting ready for Friday night?
Probably flying to the ball. We know they love to run, power run, different things like that. So we definitely want to fly to the ball, get to the ball carrier, wrap them up, and take them down.
Team chemistry. I know some of your teammates have mentioned your quarterback Hudson Philbrick, but other than Hudson, who else has stepped up and demonstrated that they can really be a leader this year for this team?
I think a guy like Miles Hatcher Robinson on defense especially, he's really stepped up as a leader, senior coming into the season. He's looking really good and fast getting off the ball, and he definitely looks like he's going to be helping us out.
And lastly, from a personal standpoint, what are your goals and what would you like to contribute most, not just on Friday night, but throughout the season for the team?
I think I just want to make my reads quick, get to the ball, make some tackles, and, when I'm back in coverage, keep my eyes on the ball, get to the ball, and get in the way of the passing lanes, make plays.
All right, Liam, great. Good luck on Friday.
Thank you.
Greg Sarah, Jared Veluzzi back at Ward Melville High School here in East Setauket. A beautiful, beautiful fall evening. Some consider it still the summer in our opening game. The lights are on, the crowd is packed, a Division I rivalry. And Hudson Philbrick back to pass. First play of the second quarter. He's going to pump and run up the middle of the field. And again, takes a big hit in the middle of the field. Taken down by Nick McDowell. But still a big gain. Another first down for Ward Melville. And Jared, that's a big gain. Another 15-yard run. Look at this. And he lowers the shoulder here.
Yeah, the team continues.
Yeah, he just takes everybody on. You know what? No nonsense. It's a different Hudson Philbrick this year.
It really is, and he just continues running the ball hard, and that's been really the motto for Ward Melville, playing so physical.
Trips to the top of your screen. Philbrick calling signals. I'm going to change it up here. First and 10, 22-yard line. Ward Melville looking to make it a two-score game. Philbrick back to pass. He's got a wide open. Whoa, what a one-handed catch! Outstanding touchdown, Joey Koprowitz. We've seen a lot in one half of play of Joey Karpowitz. This is a highlight reel.
Yeah, Greg, that is ridiculous from number 11, Joey Karpowitz, man. First we saw the kick return from him, right? But now he's doing it as a wide receiver. Philbrick dropping back. He's looking, and why not go to your top option? Karpowitz looking to track the ball. He goes up and snags it with one hand. Karpowitz, big time. Ward Melville's offense continues buzzing.
Left-handed catch on the post route down the middle of the field, and what a throw by Hudson Philbrick. Touchdown, Ward Melville. They're up 20-7. And now on for the kick, Ethan Jargo to make it 21-7. Last one, he banked it in on the last upright to see if he gets a clean kick here. And that looks pretty good. Kick is good. Ethan Jargo, Ward Melville, 21-7 on the circus catch by Joey Karpowitz. It's been fun, and we haven't even played a first half. We'll be back at Ward Melville. Ward Melville 21, Longwood 7.
Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe, leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better faster. Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better faster.
Back in East Setauket, Ethan Jargo ready to kick off here in the second quarter of a Suffolk Division I season opener with Longwood and Ward Melville. Ball taking it around the 10-yard line, and a big hit by that kickoff team from Ward Melville. Hard to see who made the initial hit, swarmed by like 3 or 4 guys. And Jared, we've been treated to an especially terrific first half here. It's been entertaining football early on as we see the play again. The ball taken. Good kick inside the 10-yard line as he takes it up the middle of the field. Let's see who made the initial hit. Looked like number 77, and they did not give us that uniform change. I'm not going to guess who it was. We'll just give him his number. You may have it on an updated roster.
No 77.
First and 10, Longwood, inside handoff. Kyan Sawari for a nice gain of about 5. And again, they go right back to the ground game. They broke touchdown earlier in the first quarter, Longwood did, with Sawari running for a 51-yard touchdown to tie the score earlier at 7. And go back to what works. You know, Longwood said they needed to establish the line of scrimmage and move Ward Melville's defense off the ball, and so far it's been more about the Joey Karpowitz show. That's been the difference.
Really has.
But both offenses have moved the ball fairly well. Second down at 5, 28-yard line of Longwood. And we have a whistle. A timeout by Ward Melville on the play.
Timeout, Ward Melville.
And we'll take a break. We'll be back in East Setauket in a few minutes. I'm Greg Sarah.
Talk a little bit about how it feels to finally be there. First game of the season, opening night against Ward Melville, big stage, Friday night, a lot of people. How do you feel about that?
Definitely exciting. Ready for the game. We've been practicing the whole season for this, all ready, all conditioned, and I feel like it's going to be a great game.
But in terms of that, your preparation, what's the team worked on most throughout the off season to get you ready for Friday's game?
We definitely worked on our mental and our conditioning until likewise.
Now, team chemistry. Who would you say, obviously, other than yourself, who stepped up from a leadership standpoint throughout the off-season and preseason workouts, and how will that help bring everyone together leading into the opening night?
Tyler Renson and Craig Clardy have been like a big help to the team for like chemistry. And Cater Reed, Tyler being with the linemen, that's been helping out, and Craig with the linebackers. It's been working out really good, and we're looking like a pretty good team right now.
Last question. What?
Second down and 5. Longwood at their own 28-yard line. Green under center, toss to Sawari, goes left, hit at the line of scrimmage, and then swarmed by the Ward Melville defense. He'll lose a yard. It'll bring up 3rd down and 6 at the 27-yard line. Nice pursuit by the Ward Melville defense. As night has descended upon us, it's now completely dark.
Yeah.
You might be able to see the numbers a little bit better.
Yeah, I hope so. That would make our lives easier. I mean, Jesse Sprunk, making another nice play for this Ward Melville team, and Greg, these Patriots, man, they're flying to the football all over the place.
Very athletic team. 3rd down and 4 from the 29-yard line where they mark it. Shotgun formation, Green back to pass. He's looking to his right. Nice throw to Caden Reed. That'll be a 1st down, a pickup of about 7. Well thrown football. And I am, was that Giovanni Johnson on the catch?
Johnson wears 1, so let's
take a quick look. Yeah, it is Johnson. Yep. Giovanni Johnson, nice catch and a 1st down. So he's gone away from Reed a little bit, spread it out, and not be predictable. It's a good thing. Green with a great arm. I like the way he throws the football, Jared. He's young.
Yeah,
does a real nice job.
Definitely, it was a nice pass. And Gio Johnson, very versatile player, tight end, wide receiver, does a little bit of both.
1st and 10. Handoff up the middle. Sawari, pickup for about 2. Again, trying to establish that line. 2nd down and 7. I'd say maybe 3 where they mark it. Forward lean. And they're in no hurry. Just trying to grind it down the field. Made a couple nice plays. I love the pass. You got to be careful when you throw those outs. That's how Sprunk jumped that other route. You can't lock in on a guy right away and telegraph that pass, and that's what happened when Sprunk made the interception. Jesse Sprunk, the first interception of the year for Ward Melville, set up the next touchdown, a diving catch by Joey Kopowitz, the one-handed variety.
Yeah.
Ward Melville leads 21-7.
Yeah, it was incredible, but the Patriots are also doing a great job wrapping up on defense as well.
Inside handoff goes to Sawari again. Pickup of about 4. It'll bring up a 3rd and 3 at the 43. And again, just to grind it out offense, just, mano a mano up the middle, I like it.
This is Longwood football right here. Ground and pound, and of course they have the ability to break some big runs, but you see how slippery Sawari could be and how he can get those yards after contact. Some more positive running here for Longwood sets up an intriguing 3rd down.
3rd down and 3, Green under center. Handoff again. Sawari's getting a lot of traffic. He's not going to get to the 1st down. Pickup of about 1. I don't think he got more than that. Great play there by the defensive front. Tackle made by Miles Hatcher-Robertson. That was the uniform switch, by the way. He's number 77 in this game. On the roster, he was number 75. So if you're following at home, number 75 is really number 77.
Yeah, and Hatcher-Robinson, Coach Boltrick said he had a monster offseason, but how about this? A huge 4th down right here.
Is it a pooch punt, or are they going to go for it? Green back in shotgun. Ryan Green, the quarterback, now a timeout by Coach Kluber and the Longwood staff. They're going to talk about it. It's 4th down and 2 at their own 44-yard line. Ward Melville leads Longwood 21-7. Hi, I'm Greg Sarah of Newsday Sports with Jared Veluzzi of Newsday Sports. Come over here, Jared. Say hello. It's been fun, right?
Yeah, I mean, this game has treated us to really a special way to start off the football season. I mean, you want to talk about quick plays, some of the best we'll probably see all year with Joey Carpwick's one-handed grab, Longwood playing their style of football. Kyan Sorari took it over 50 yards to the house. I mean, fireworks out in front of this impressive crowd here in East Setauket, so it's been awesome.
This is a monster crowd. I mean, it's two communities that are very passionate about their football teams. Two great football teams. You know what I like? This game's been clean. It's been well played through the first half. We've seen some touchdowns, but they're both playing real good football. It's a good brand of ball. It's not something that you say, that's not a good play. We haven't seen any of that.
I was going to say, for week one football, there really hasn't been a lot of flags. It's been very clean, not very sloppy, and Longwood back on the field here. Huge fourth down as they trail by 14 here in the first half toward Melville.
That's a big statement. They're going to go for it. Ryan Green back in shotgun. Drops back to pass, throws a swing out to Sawari. Nobody home. He's going to get a lot of open space and get that first down. A pickup of about 8 yards. Well-designed play. Get him out in space and let him make a move. Outstanding play. A little swing pass to Kyan Sawari. And just look at the design here. He gets good protection in the backfield from his man Hardy. And now throw out into the flat. Sawari takes it upfield. Big hit in the secondary, by the way. Good open field tackle. Textbook, shouldered.
All right, Victor, first question in anticipation of Friday night. How does it feel finally for opening night to be here? And what's going through your mind as you get ready to take the field on Friday?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's everything we've been working for, especially knowing our week one opponent. It's kind of a similar situation to last year where we had a Sachem North team knocked us out of the playoffs 2 years ago, and then we got to knock on their front.
Second down and 7. Our officiating crew tonight doing an outstanding job.
How does it feel to finally be here on opening night, and what's going through your mind as you get ready to take the field against the tough Ward Melville team?
It feels great. I've been training all off season for this moment. Just all the behind the scenes, all the work. I'm ready just to showcase my talents to the whole island, whoever's going to pop out for that game. It's an exciting game. We're a great team. We're tough, but we're ready to play physical football.
During the off season and through camp to help everyone bring them together and be prepared for the opener on Friday night?
I would say definitely our quarterback, Hudson Philbrick, is a big staple to the reason why we can bring our linemen and our skill players together, just allowing the whole team to be one as a family. We have different speakers for different different groups, and it just helps, making the whole team one, having different leaders from different positions.
Great. Now, last question. You personally, what do you want to contribute?
We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better faster. Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orlin Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training.
Ethan Jargo to kick off. Ward Melville leads 35-7. Ball taken at the 15-yard line. Taken out in the middle of the field, number 7. Mark Davis, Longwood will take over at their own 30-yard line, 1st and 10. We've seen big plays. I mean, we've seen them from different guys. And Kyan Sawari's big touchdown run for Longwood. But that's all they've been able to do against this swarming Ward Melville defense. They haven't really been able to put together that next long drive. And Ward Melville's offense is just electric, exactly what we thought. They're going to be tough to deal with for everybody in this division.
Yeah, Greg, I mean, the speed that they have all over the field, it's just such a tough matchup. And talk about the speed, they also brought the physicality. You know, they're winning up front on both sides of the football, and, you know, that's a huge reason why they're up 35-7.
Ryan Green at quarterback. Inside handoff goes for about 2 yards. Mark Davis looked like he was in on the carry. 2nd down and 8. Not easy when you come out on fire. You're tied 7-7 first 4.5 minutes of the game. And it's really been all Ward Melville since. We have 6, maybe 7.
Yeah, you know, Davis is a guy I'm pretty excited to see just in general. You know, he's one of those sophomores, but he was good on JV last year. Just got pulled up for the varsity playoffs, and just a guy who could really, you know, come in with a big spark. And he's going to complement, you know, Kai and Sarwari very well, especially in the future. They got both of those guys for another season.
Well, this is his opportunity, right? This is a chance to go out there and show the coaches you belong on the field. Still has Craig Hardy blocking in front of him. Here's your swing. A nice throw right on the money. Good move. You got to go upfield. You know, and again, you learn. They'll see that on film and they'll tell them just use that speed, get to the outside, get to the edge, and take it down the sideline. As soon as you try to cut back in the middle, the pursuit of the Ward Melville defense was outstanding. So that'll force another punt, 4th down and 8. And the Ward Melville defense is just having its way right now. Back to receive is Joey Karpowitz. He's already returned a kickoff, 82 yards for a touchdown. And back to kick, Cameron Clemens. Clemens with the kick, a little bit off the side of the foot, but he's going to get that roll. And it'll be down at the 44-yard line where Ward Melville will take over. 1st and 10, Patriots at their own 44-yard line. Ward Melville leads 35-7, 5:41 remaining here in the 3rd quarter of the National Football Foundation Kickoff Classic, presented by Orlin and Cohen. And what a crowd, what a night for football. 2025 opens in a big way. Big games all over the island. Congratulations to Deer Park. 22-21 win over Copeg on Thursday evening, breaking a 13-game losing streak. Congratulations to the Falcons and their coaching staff. Has to be exciting for those boys.
Yeah, it's a huge win for them. You know, especially this season, you know, they have a lot of new faces, so to come out and get a win to start the season, enormous for the Falcons.
So an inside handoff to number 23, Tony Gorski, getting a little bit of love. And they've changed out. We got a flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct. Let's see as they sort it out in which direction Charlie Groh is going to walk. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Longwood and against Ward Melville. It's going to be offsetting penalties. The ball will stay where it is. He doesn't have to use his steps on his Fitbit.
It'll be good.
I wonder if you put a Fitbit on an official that moves and hustles up and down the field, what their steps look like after a high school football game. You know what? That's something we should check out.
It really is. I mean, it's gotta be really up there.
I bet you a soccer one is pretty good too, right?
Yes, definitely.
They run up and down the field all game. That's they get definitely more. I think that's a project we should do. Ward Melville has it 2nd down and 7 from their own 47. Inside give, nice move by Gorski. He'll get it out to the Longwood 47-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 2. And a quarterback. It looks like Hugh DePaul. I will ask.
Yeah, LJ DePaul.
Is it LJ DePaul? LJ DePaul getting some action in the first game of the year.
Yeah, he was on JV last year. I talked with Coach Boltrick a little bit about him. You know, he was pretty excited, and of course, you know, very good experience here getting in, going against Longwood, and a comfortable lead to work with.
LJ in shotgun. 3rd down and 2. And he'll give it up the middle and a big play. It looks like number 58 from Longwood with the big tackle behind the line of scrimmage, Tyler Lorenzen. You've heard his name a few times tonight. It'll be 4th down and Ward Melville will punt.
Yeah, Lorenzen's a great player, team captain for Longwood, a guy who just does all the little things right. He's going to be very key for the Lions all throughout the season, and you could see there, very good tackler, makes a nice play, and Ward Melville on to punt.
4th down and 2 from the 47. I'm going to say 4th down and 3. It's a little longer than it was. He lost the yard on the last run. So Ward Melville into punt. But it is not Ethan Jargo.
Yeah, it's Joey.
Joey Karpowitz with the punt. He does everything. Oh! Muffed kick, but covered. Nicely covered by Mark Davis of Longwood, where they'll take over at their own 11-yard line. Big save by Mark Davis, way to be on the ball.
Yeah, good job just jumping on top of it, not trying to do too much. And how about the punt from Karpowicz, man? Absolutely blasting that one.
No, he touched the ball, so now this guy's tough play. That was Caden Reed. They were right on top of him. Good hang time on the kick. Davis covers it up, so there's no turnover. And they'll take over 1st and 10 from their own 11-yard line. 3:19 left here in Suffolk Division I season opener for Ward Melville and Longwood. Longwood the number 3 seed, Ward Melville the number 2 seed preseason. Coming into this game with high expectations. A very young Longwood team starting 7 sophomores. Ryan Green at quarterback on the toss right. Coming at you, Kyan Sawari. And he'll pick up 3 or 4 yards. They'll bring up 2nd down and long. You see the toss right here. See some of the linemen getting out in space, making some nice blocks. Nice job right there by Matt Reedy. And Sawari gets himself some yardage. And listen, they got to pound it out from here. Maybe they can go on a long drive, get some confidence, move the ball down the field. That offensive line anchored by Tyler Lorenzen, who's had a really good day on defense. And inside give, and we have a penalty.
Ooh.
We have a lot of action going on. Looks like there was a fumble, and Craig Hardy picked it up. Went around the end. But whistles are blown, flags are flying. They're going to have to sort this out. What'd you say?
Yeah, I mean, I think the ball is definitely on the carpet. We'll take another look at it here.
Oh, big face mask.
Yeah, some helmets flying. Hardy was still with it.
No fumble.
Yeah, no fumble.
His helmet came off because somebody latched on. That's a 15-yard penalty. And they caught it because the flag came flying. You could see somebody's left hand latch on to the front of the face mask and pull him down.
Yep, there it is.
This is going to be a big penalty. Look at this. From the end of the run. It's a big one, 15-yard kind. It's going to move it out to about the 44-yard line. 1st and 10, Longwood. That's why his helmet was all over the place. He actually tried to fix it while he was running. That's a tough guy, Craig Hardy, fullback.
Yeah, that's what Hardy brings to the football field. You know, it doesn't really matter what the situation is. He's running as hard as he can every single time. And let's see what Longwood could do here after the penalty. You know, they're 15 yards, automatic 1st down. Let's see what the Lions got here.
Handoff up the middle, and again, they'll get a yard. That'll be Sawari for the yard. We're under 2 minutes now. Our clock is off by a few seconds. 2nd down and 8. Nice placement. And now we moved it back. Who's on the box over there? Is that Lou Petrucci, the baseball coach? Yeah, it's hard to tell. He's over there. Lou's in charge wherever he goes. Second down and 8 toss going left. Sawari trying to get the edge, get outside, nothing happening. Great job on the edge. Joey Benedetto stringing it out, and then a big hit as they swarm to the sideline. Ward Melville's done a really good job preventing any long runs on the perimeter. I know the coaching staff was concerned about that because of the speed of Longwood. They have nothing on this Ward Melville secondary. The linebackers get across the field sideline to sideline as fast as anyone.
Yeah, they cover field tremendously, and kind of like what you were saying, these linebackers, true sideline to sideline guys, and they have really been producing against such a physical Longwood team.
3rd down and 9, 40 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Ryan Green in shotgun, back to pass, throws out to the flat, incomplete, great defense. Ball intended, and we have a hobbled Ward Melville player. Hope he's okay. Number 2, Jesse Spronk, outstanding play in coverage on Travis Gibbs. And that'll bring up a punt. Longwood trots out Cameron Clemens to punt for the 5th time in the game. 4th down and 9 from their 45-yard line. The incomplete pass stops the clock at 34 seconds. Ward Melville leads 35-7, having dominated between the 2nd and 3rd quarters. Some big plays from Joey Karpowitz and Joey Benedetto. Really nice punt. Karpowitz fields at his 22 and comes down the home sideline and is forced out of bounds by number 19, Keyshawn Prophet.
Yeah, Greg, you can hear the excitement of the crowd when Joey Karpowitz has the football. He showed the breakaway speed in the first half. He's continuing to do that here in half number 2. And him in this secondary, you mentioned it on that last drive, some of the most impressive stuff in this game has come from them. Being able to stop the run. And when Longwood has passed the ball, they completed some nice passes in the first half, but they really adjusted and they're able to make some nice plays in pass coverage. This Melville secondary has really looked good.
L.J. DePaul still in at quarterback. He'll take them through and into the 4th quarter. They adjusted the clock to 24 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. We're at Ward Melville High School in East Setauket, the National Football Foundation's Kickoff Classic, presented by Orlin Cohen, and it's been a good one. Ward Melville has shown us all of that 3-headed monster, Hudson Philbrick at quarterback, Joey Benedetto at running back, and Joey Karpowitz at wide receiver, all on display tonight in the season opener. And Longwood's shown us a lot of good things. Kion Sawari running the ball well, big touchdown in the 1st quarter. Ryan Green, the sophomore quarterback, he looks sharp, just not being able to finish drives, but that'll come. He looks like an outstanding talent. And that'll do it here at the end of the 3rd quarter with Ward Melville leading 35-7. I'm Greg Sarah from Newsday Sports along with Jared Veluzzi. We'll be right back.
All right, Hudson, let's talk a little bit about, Friday night's finally here, long off season, all those practices, all that training. What's going through your mind as you get ready to take the field on Friday?
Basically, I'm just pumped up and ready to go. I mean, we've been working hard for this since last season ended. Not one day off since then, and I feel like it's just finally time to prove that we're going to be back at it again.
From a team perspective, what has the thing in terms of your overall preparation that you would say as a group you focused on most?
I feel like we just focused more on team chem. We had a lot of guys come back. I feel like we just need to iron out the details and really just focusing more on just trust within each other.
I know some of your teammates referenced you as a leader. Other than yourself and the position you play, who else would you say have stepped up during the offseason and really demonstrated leadership roles?
I feel like our center, Quinn Kurtz, has stepped up the most. He went from more of a less talkative kid last year when it came to public speaking to more vocal now, being a leader. I feel like he's going to be the one that's going to lead us in to battle and get it done.
Great. Last thing, from a personal standpoint, I know it's not necessarily about statistics for you, it's about winning, but what do you most want to contribute to help your team get off to a strong start on Friday night?
I just want to do what Coach Portrick tells me to do. I want to be assignment sound. I feel like if I just do my job and trust in everybody else that they do their job, I feel like we're definitely going to come out with a win on Friday.
All right. Congratulations.
Thank you.
On the off season, and good luck.
2nd down, 9 at the 41-yard line. First play of the 4th quarter. We're back here in East Setauket at Ward Melville High School. Greg Sarah, Newsday Sports, and Jared Veluzzi of Newsday Sports. Ward Melville clearing the bench, bringing everybody in for a little bit of opportunity. Love when the scout team gets in, right, Jared? Gives them opportunities.
Yeah, it's amazing, especially on, Friday nights in front of this kind of crowd. Gives them, an unbelievable experience. And especially when they make big plays, the sideline gets extremely pumped. And it's a lot of fun. It also shows the coaches, hey, I can ball out too, and really gets, deserve some more playing time.
Tony Gorski on that last run for 3 yards. It'll be 3rd and 5. They just trotted another guy out on the field, looked like Chris Retzloff. And let's see if L.J. DePaul throws the football here. What do you think? 3rd and 5. I think he should.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Incomplete. Bring down 4th and 5. Ward Melville will be in a punting situation. Joey Kopowitz back to punt. Yeah, a good one before. He kicked a knuckleball. That was muffed.
Yeah, he did. And he really is, a do-it-all guy. I feel like we've been saying it, a good amount of times on this broadcast, but just keeps on doing something new.
Yep.
And he's making some plays, and excited to see what this Longwood offense has coming out here in this 4th quarter. Especially seeing some of these younger guys, man. A lot of these players don't have a ton of varsity experience, and we're going to learn about them.
Oh, almost blocked by 6. Nick McDowell. He was right on Kopowitz. Ball fielded at the 15-yard line. And taken down by a host of tacklers was Michael Laney. Look at this. Look how close he gets to this. Just gets it through his right hand. I thought he was going to block it. Outstanding effort by McDowell.
Yeah, he did a good job also avoiding the punter right after. Could have been a Longwood penalty right there, but McDowell's a guy I like a lot because he rotates in at linebacker, makes some plays there, but Coach Kluber's not afraid to put him in nose tackle even though he's not the biggest guy. He does a little bit of everything on defense. They like to blitz him, and McDowell, definitely a fun player to watch. A lot of, tough, hard-hitting linebackers like Longwood usually has.
10:59 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Longwood will take it 1st and 10 from its own 19-yard line. The Lions trail 35-7, trying to right the ship here and finish on a high note against this high-powered Ward Melville offense. Pitch going right. No, actually pitch going left to Elson Nieto Mora. Looks like they've put in a couple of guys to get some run here from the scout teams. Craig Hardy taking a break on the sideline, fullback. Ryan Green getting the call from the sideline. 2nd down and 6 from the 25. Clock ticking 10:23. And these are the hard parts of the game. Jared, this is where you get opportunities, but it's an opportunity for players who want more playing time to show what they can do. And I know you agree with that. And this Ward Melville defense is just relentless. Again, an inside give and a run. And it looked like it was number 6, Nick McDowell again. Tackle was Adam Cooliton. Defensive tackle, 6'3", 285. And, they play for that, man. You play to get your name announced, make the tackle in front of the big crowd, make a big run, contribute to the win. Longwood faces 3rd and 4 from its 26. Green is going to roll to the right.
Now from the Patriots. Honestly, I knew they had it in them, but definitely exceeded my expectations a little bit for a week 1 game against a power like Longwood. And they've really showed the athleticism they have.
Inside handoff, good move. Down the middle of the field, good run. Outstanding run for a 1st down. That would be number 33, Julian Jackson. Only a sophomore, another big guy. He takes it out to the 49-yard line. 1st down, good moves. Nice little stiff arm.
It looked like a sophomore.
I love it. He switched the ball from the right hand to the left hand to protect it. from the left hand to the right hand. Am I dyslexic? I knew what I wanted to say, and I said it backwards.
Hey, Julian Jackson, though, he's also a really good linebacker, too, for Longwood. And, yeah, good job switching the ball there, even though it confused us for a little bit. But now another carry for him.
Yeah, good move inside, a little hop. He's bouncing it outside. There goes Julian Jackson. Down the sideline, breaking another tackle, and is finally corralled and knocked out of bounds. Inside the 20-yard line, 35 yards. Inside the 15-yard line, he takes it down to around the 14 of Ward Melville, does Julian Jackson. That's a run, huh?
Yeah, defenders were bouncing off of him. Jackson, also some good vision you showed there on that run. Some exciting plays from him, and just a sophomore. This is why I said earlier, listen, Longwood, they got a lot of young guys. I'm pumped to see what they could do here in this fourth quarter. Julian Jackson definitely impressing.
A 5'11", 184-pound sophomore, Julian Jackson. He's the deep man in the eye. They go inside give. Pick up around 3 yards. We'll see who that was on the carry. Longwood trying to pound it down the field. 2nd down and 7. I like it. Both coaches doing the right thing, giving opportunities to players on both squads to get some playing time. And that's valuable because you never know when somebody's going to go down with an injury, and you need someone to come in and take that spot and produce.
Yeah, and you're playing a Suffolk County Division I schedule where, it's very physical each week, and both of these teams have aspirations to be playing late in November. You don't know exactly who you're going to have active any given week, especially late in the playoffs. Good that these kids getting that experience, also getting that film, and it's really great.
Jackson takes it down to the 11-yard line. It'll bring up a 3rd and 3 from the Ward Melville 11. Clock ticking. 5:12 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Suffolk Division I season opener here in East Setauket at Ward Melville High School. A brilliant night. Great crowd. And all of those weapons on that Ward Melville offense were on display. Handoff to Julian Jackson. Flags are down. He's tackled right around the 1st down marker. We'll see what the flags were. We have illegal procedure on Longwood. They'll move him back 5 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 8. As Charlie Crow tells the Ward Melville sideline what we have. Again, it's procedure. And 3rd down and 8. They march the ball back to the 16-yard line of Ward Melville. All right, Jared, what happens here? Does Julian Jackson get his first varsity touchdown?
I mean, the way he's been running the ball on this drive, I wouldn't be surprised if they go back to him.
I would. He looks good.
He does.
3rd down and 8. Longwood at the 16-yard line of Ward Melville. Fourth quarter. Julian Jackson a handoff. He cuts it up inside, and he's going to be tackled at around the 12. He gets back to penalty yardage. That'll bring up 4th down and 4.
So we got the prediction right on that play with the give to Jackson. Just got caught up before that end zone.
We didn't get it right.
Well,
if he busts a touchdown now, we got it right.
Yeah, the type of play, but yeah.
Let's see how tough this Ward Melville defense can be right here. Bunch of guys with an opportunity to show them they can play defense. Gives them some depth. Division I's tough, man. You need to have guys that can get out there and get the job done. Quarterback Makai Jacobs under center. Handoff to Julian Jackson. Again, takes it inside, reaches out for that 1st down. Let's see if he got enough. It was a 4th down and 4 run. Officials waving time stopped. They placed the ball. 1st down. Ward Melville. They turned it over on downs. Came up a yard short. So we'll have to wait till the next series to see if Julian Jackson can get that first touchdown. He's going to be one of those guys. I think he's really good.
Yes. No, he's a player, and I think he's a guy, especially, if Longwood gets in a rhythm of just running the ball a lot in these games, controlling clock, Jackson's going to be used. And, he made some plays here today, and, he did a good job.
Inside handoff. Looks like Tony Gorski tries to get outside. Big tackle. Longwood still playing that tough defense. It'll be 2nd down 11. And Jared, we're tasked with naming the offensive and defensive players of the game. Who do you like defensively?
It's going to be tough. Ward Melville, they had a couple of guys that were just, all around the football today. One guy that I've been highlighting a lot tonight was Jesse Spronk. He had that big interception. But, Liam Cronin and, the linebackers were also around the football a ton. And, of course, they did their thing on the defensive line. So it's interesting. I feel like we could go several directions.
Good debate. How about Miles Hatcher-Robertson?
Yes.
He's had a great game. Yeah, it's a tough one, tough call, and outside run. This is a nice run right here. Good blocking on the outside. He's going to go down the sideline and pick up big yardage on a first down. You got to love that. That was Jackson Grande. We got a little silliness going on. And they quickly disperse all the players. It'll be a 15-yard penalty on somebody. A little bit of a late hit. Nice run. Don't let it take away from Jackson Grande's run, right?
Yeah, I was going to say, what a terrific play by him. How about the speed to the outside there and some great blocking? That's been a huge story for this one, allowing runners to have some space and, a big gain and then, some extracurriculars afterwards, but we'll focus on the run. Nice play there for Ward Melville.
An excellent 30-yard run. They'll tack on a 15-yard penalty. Great block on the outside. Did you get the number of the block on the outside?
I was looking, but
that was
tough.
an excellent block on the perimeter. And right now the referees are trying to figure it out and explain to Coach Boltrek what he saw on the bench. Maybe they'll be offsetting. So let's go back to our debate over
we have a little
defensive player. You like Spronk and you like Cronin, right?
Yeah, I like both of those, but Hatcher Robinson is a guy who, really made a statement here tonight.
I thought so.
He really did.
He had us fooled. He was number 75 coming in.
Yeah.
And then he went to number 77, but we figured it out.
Yes.
We had a little bit of help with that. Hey, guys, when you change your jersey number, you got to let us know. So I think we should go with Miles Hatcher-Robertson. I think he's had a great game. They've stopped the running game, save for that one long touchdown. But overall, they've been amazing up front. What do you think?
Oh, 100%. Especially you're going against the Longwood team that puts so much emphasis of, dominating the line of scrimmage, and they usually do. But tonight, Ward Melville had the advantage, and a lot of it started with those defensive linemen being able to stuff the run, and Miles Hatcher-Robertson was the guy who anchored it.
Okay, now, if you're going to go with Hatcher-Robertson, then I'm going to ask you who the offensive MVP is, and that's tough.
So it's interesting, right? Because Joey Karpwick's had a couple incredible plays, right? 2 highlight reel touchdowns that, I feel like me and you are going to talk about again, right?
Yeah.
So that was phenomenal. But then Hudson Philbrook, of course, showed what he has in his new tool bag with him running the ball. He threw some beautiful passes. And then Joe Benedetto, on his own right, had 2 big touchdowns, was moving the rock, and had a breakaway one that really, created a big lead. So
I'm going to defer to you. I know who I think it should be, and I have my reasons why. Who do you like?
I think, and it's just tough because I wanted to go with Karpowicz because of the flashiness, but I think I'm going to go with Joe Benedetto just because that first drive really set the tone, right?
Absolutely.
And he was a huge part of it. He was running really hard. And that touchdown in the second half, man.
For a rookie, you're good.
Super impressive.
I'm
trying.
I love it. Yeah, I agree with you. Joey Benedetto set the tone in the game. They came out and surprised everybody with him and Wildcat. They basically threw a little bit of a curve at the Longwood coaching staff, and it worked out. Benedetto was fantastic.
Had me fooled.
Me too.
Yeah, it really did. I'm like,
I was crying because I said I couldn't see the numbers.
Yeah, no, it was good stuff, man. And Benedetto, he had a great game.
It only took him 10 minutes to figure out the penalty call. They're finally going to get back to the action with 2:41 left.
Oh, nice.
Nice 30-yard run by Jackson Grande. And now to be 1st and 10 for Ward Melville at the Longwood 46-yard line. Cooler heads have prevailed. Everybody's calmed down. Let's finish this game classy as LJ DePaul is in shotgun. First and 10, inside handoff to Tony Gorski. He's going to get about 2 yards. Bring up a 2nd down and 8. He's getting a lot of run. He's like 8 carries already, and that one he busted down the sideline is going to be a highlight reel for him.
Yeah, he's become the workhorse here in this fourth quarter for Ward Melville, and he's done a good job. I mean, you just mentioned it, big 30-yard carry for him. Yeah, he's running downhill, a lot of toughness in his game, and that's the one thing I've noticed with Ward Melville throughout the years. Their culture has obviously been getting stronger, but these kids have become just really tough football players that, really, really want it, and it was very evident here tonight.
A lot of crossover from the lacrosse program to the football program, and that's really spurred them on to be in the higher echelon of Suffolk Division I. They're in that echelon because they have athletes everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, a ton of players. And, like, you look at guys like Karpowicz, for instance, Cronin, and I'm sure there's plenty of others, multi-sport guys who are studs when it comes to baseball, lacrosse, and, they're doing their thing here on the gridiron as well, making a whole ton of plays.
Chris Retzlaff, Sports Video, you and I.
Yes, absolutely.
A lot of fun tonight. Oh, we have a penalty. I'm guessing they took a little bit too much time to lay a game.
Yeah.
So they're moving back 5. 3rd and 10 with 57 seconds remaining. So there we go. We're going to go with Miles Hatcher-Robinson for our defensive MVP. He was outstanding tonight on a Ward Melville defense that refused to allow Longwood to run the ball up the middle.
Yeah.
And outstanding job. Just a great game plan. Joey Benedetto showing why Ward Melville is going to be tough to deal with this year from everybody in the division. And that'll be an inside give. Gorski gets outside. Is that Gorski? No, it wasn't Gorski. Gorski's helping him up. A run of about 9 yards and almost a 1st down. Come on, you got the good eyes. Who is that?
Well, I thought it was... I thought it might have been 20, but...
Looks like that's the final play of the game, Jared. Well, that'll do it here at Ward Melville High School. We'll go down and announce the MVPs on offense and defense. Ward Melville 35, Longwood 7. I'll leave it with you right now, Jared, as I go give out the awards. What an outstanding effort by the Patriots.
Yeah, Ward Melville, a big statement here tonight under the lights in front of a packed crowd. The community came out to support the Patriots, and Ward Melville able to do their thing. 35-7 the final. Stand-up performers for Melville. Joe Benedetto, absolutely tremendous. We decided to go with him for the offensive player of the game. He really set the tone on that opening drive. Also the big breakaway score in the second half to really put the icing on the cake. But quarterback Hudson Philbrick and wide receiver Joey Karpowicz connected on a highlight reel play in that second quarter. And the Ward Melville defense really dominant after, Liam Cronin, these linebackers, Jesse Sprunk in the secondary. Ward Melville all over the field. But for Longwood, the positives, a lot of their young players tonight, some of them definitely showed some sparks. I'm very excited to see how Julian Jackson does, Mark Davis, Ryan Green, all down the line. And of course, their senior leaders still making some big plays. Craig Hardy, Caden Reed, Tyler Lorenzen, a lot of guys who are experienced and able to make a ton of plays. But we got Greg Sarah announcing the NFF Offensive Player of the Game and Defensive Player of the Game once we come back.
All right, Victor, first question in anticipation of Friday night. How does it feel finally for opening night to be here? And what's going through your mind as you get ready to take the field on Friday?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's everything we've been working for, especially knowing our week 1 opponent. It's kind of a similar situation to last year where we had a Sachem North team knocked us out of the playoffs 2 years ago, and then we got to knock on their front door and blow the doors off and beat them for week 1. So for us, it's kind of a reverse kind of ideology, but we just got to conduct the nitty gritty and just continuing the team chem and building back up the squad up front, especially since we lost such big leaders on the offensive line, especially.
Gotcha. Okay, now in terms of leadership, who's really stepped up on the team during the offseason and through camp to help everyone bring them together and be prepared for the opener on Friday night?
I would say definitely our quarterback, Hudson Philbrick, is a big staple to the reason why we can bring our linemen and our skill players together, just allowing the whole team to be one as a family. We have different speakers for different different groups, and it just helps, making the whole team one, having different leaders from different positions.
Great. Now, last question. You personally, what do you want to contribute on Friday night to help your team start the season off strong?
Other than just playing my best game of football every game that I get out there, I have to be the best player that I am that week and just continuing to getting better every week. I would say a personal goal, having multiple tackles for loss, just like I did last season versus Longwood. It's a big game for us up front, and especially for a guy like in my position, we're not used to seeing double teams every play, so it's something that we work really hard for in practice to get ready for.
Gotcha. Okay, great. Good luck and see you on Friday.
Thank you.